Trust is one of humanity's most mysterious and powerful resources. It forms the foundation of all our relationships and achievements. Without trust, neither families, nor businesses, nor governments could exist. But where does trust come from? Why are we able to trust not only our kin, but also complete strangers? How has the culture of trust evolved, and what dangers are hidden within our willingness to believe in others? To understand how human society truly functions, we need to explore the origins, mechanisms, and vulnerabilities of trust. Xenophobia is an innate distrust toward outsiders, shaped by millions of years of human evolution. For our ancient ancestors, encountering a stranger often meant danger, a new predator, a rival for scarce resources, a bearer of unknown diseases, or a direct threat to the tribe. Fear of the other was a survival tool, as trust was reserved only for those intimately known. In small groups, this helped maintain cohesion and protect vital resources. Even today, this ancient instinct appears as prejudice, stereotypes, and suspicion toward those we don't know. Modern society, however, demands openness and connection, yet unconscious xenophobia can prevent genuine trust and acceptance of the new. Overcoming it is essential for expanding the circle of trust, from close-knit us to a truly global community built on understanding and cooperation. Kinship. Family ties are the foundation of a human's very first experience of trust. From birth, we are wired to seek protection, care, and cooperation above all from those closest to us: parents, siblings, extended relatives. In tribal societies, kinship determined not only how resources were shared, but also the level of responsibility individuals had toward each other. Trusting one's own blood meant surviving together, sharing food, and banding together in the face of danger. Evolutionary biology supports this. Altruism toward kin helps preserve and pass on shared genes. Over time, the concept of us expanded beyond blood ties to include the tribe, those who spoke the same language or held the same values. Still, trust always begins in the family. It's where a child first learns whom to rely on, forms patterns of social interaction, and builds the internal model that guides decisions about trust throughout adult life. Abstraction marks a profound evolutionary leap in the development of human trust. Unlike animals, we can trust not only individuals, but also abstract concepts, promises, laws, collective symbols. Money is a prime example. A piece of paper or a digital number has no inherent value. Yet, we accept it in exchange for goods and services because everyone else shares the same belief. Language is another powerful abstraction. It lets us trust information passed down without needing first-hand experience. Courts, contracts, and government institutions also rely on abstract trust. We obey laws and rules because we believe in the strength of a shared agreement. Through abstraction, humanity moved beyond small kin groups and built vast societies, where millions can cooperate for common goals without ever meeting face-to-face. Abstraction enables the creation of nations, markets, and global networks, making large-scale civilization possible. Deception is the inevitable shadow that follows trust. The more a society relies on trust, the greater the temptation for individuals to exploit it. Throughout human history, there have always been those who twisted information, pretended, or betrayed others for personal gain. In early tribes, deception could mean false promises, hiding resources, or cheating in exchanges. Today, it takes many forms: fraud, propaganda, fake news, and corruption. The reason is simple. Deception can bring quick rewards, but at the cost of damaging relationships and threatening societal stability. The constant threat of betrayal has driven people to develop protective strategies, from personal vigilance and rumor networks to complex systems of verification like oversight, audits, and legal accountability. While it's impossible to eliminate deception entirely, understanding its mechanisms teaches us to be cautious and to build systems that minimize the risk of abused trust. Institutions are the architects of social trust. As human groups grew too large and complex for personal relationships alone, formal rules, laws, and organizations emerged to maintain order. Institutions such as courts, police, markets, governments, religions, and schools establish the frameworks that make cooperation between strangers both possible and predictable. They create shared standards of behavior, resolve conflicts, protect rights, and punish those who betray trust. Thanks to institutions, millions of people can interact and collaborate without ever meeting or being related by blood. Of course, institutions are not perfect. Sometimes they become bureaucratic or even corrupt from within. Yet without them, society would quickly descend into chaos and trust would evaporate. The evolution of institutions is key to civilization's development. It expands the sphere of trust to national and even global scales. Reputation is the invisible currency of trust in society. Built on actions, words, and behaviors of individuals or organizations, reputation becomes a core part of public perception. In small communities, word of mouth spread quickly, and a damaged reputation could lead to isolation or even exile. Today, in large cities and a globalized world, reputation systems are maintained through reviews, recommendations, ratings, news articles, and social media. Reputation enables strangers to assess each other's trustworthiness. We choose doctors by reviews, businesses by recommendations, and even countries care about their prestige on the world stage. However, reputation is fragile. One act of deception or scandal can ruin years of honest work. Reputation incentivizes long-term, honorable behavior, as future rewards outweigh the short-term temptations of dishonesty. Ultimately, reputation is what encourages us to keep our promises and fosters trust in large, complex societies. Trust is the glue that binds human society together, from families to global institutions. Understanding how it works helps us build stronger connections and makes our communities more resilient in the face of challenges and change. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos. There's plenty more to come.